Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on the Flash Season 5 and basically the Arrowverse and also some other stuff like that. So you might be looking at the background going, hey, this looks a bit different. And if you're familiar with my Twitch streams or my YouTube streams, this would be familiar because this is my streaming setup. But I thought this would be a good, setup to do this sort of Q&A video. So we have 16 or 17 questions. It's one of the two. I counted them just then, but I've completely forgot how many there was. We're going to go sort of through these pretty quickly, faster than we would with other Q&As. But obviously, this is the first video I'm making where I'm actually past 200,000 subscribers. So I just want to thank everyone for 200,000 subscribers. The fact that we've hit it crazy. Obviously, yesterday's video I went into more detail in regards to what it means, I guess. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone for that. It just means heaps. And yeah, but of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show your support. Leave any other questions you have that aren't answered in this video in the comments section down below, and I might do another Q&A video in like a week or so. Obviously, the shows aren't on. There's not that much information coming out. So obviously, it creates content. And of course, if you're new to the comments, new to this channel, might I say, subscribe if you're new. So the first question comes from Caden Myers, and they ask, do you see the Flash hitting that 10 season mark to make the 2024 magazine / Crisis on Infinite Earth event? And you'll have to say that's what the show's aiming for, that whole 2024 thing. And they could literally end the show, the final episode of the series run is that battle between Reverse Flash and, well, the Flash in Central City, where you have like Green Arrow, Atom, maybe avoid Hawkgirl being there. But that could be the fight, and then it just literally has them running back in time to the night where Nora Allen is murdered, and that's where it ends, essentially. And maybe we might have like an epilogue sort of thing. Is epilogue the thing that follows? There's a prologue and an epilogue. I think the epilogue is the one after. And they can do an epilogue where it shows everything after that event or something like that in 2024. But you'd have to think that's what they're aiming for, but you never know. They change things on a season basis or seasonally basis, whatever the correct term to use is there. But yeah, it's hard to tell at this moment, but you think that's what they're going for. The next question comes from just Neon, and he goes, which had more plot holes, Season 3 or Season 4 of The Flash? Both had some plot holes, but Season 3 was literally a Swiss cheese, a block of Swiss cheese in regards to a season. There were so many holes made of plots in that season. And yeah, that's pretty simple. I think I really have to go into too much depth. The fact that no one can really explain Savitar makes Season 3 the one bigger plot holes straight away anyway. Okay, just quickly, my dog is down here chewing. There might be noise, so I'm just saying that I don't want to lock him up. So if you hear some noise, it's because my dog's around here. You might see him walking in the back as well throughout the video. But the next question comes from Dad, is that you? If that's in regards to me, then the answer is no. But they ask, please answer. How did Tracy know what HR actually looks like if he used his gadget to change his face? Well, in relation to the last question and my last answer, well, that was in Season 3. What does Season 3 have? A lot of plot holes. I would say that's a plot hole. So, yeah, that just connects into the last question. Next up, we have Grace McNeil, who asks, please explain Apartment 4. And Grace, I wish I could. I really wish I could sit down here and just break down and explain Apartment 4 for everyone watching, including yourself. But unfortunately, I don't want to make this video 33 minutes long. That's the minimum we would need to explain Apartment 4. So currently I can't. Maybe I could dedicate an entire video. We could just sit down, have a solid chat for a good half an hour or so in regards to Apartment 4. But at this time, I just don't think I can devote that much time to explaining it. So I'm sorry about that, but maybe in the future we could. The next question comes from 8-9. Is that what it's meant to be? Anyway, they go, your opinion on the direction of all the Arrowverse shows are heading. Which one do you like the best? Which one do you like the least? In regards to the least, I don't think I have to really... Supergirl, okay, let's just... Supergirl, not going good. They seem to keep stuffing up that show. In regards to the direction all the shows are heading, my favorite direction is Legends. Just the change of direction that they had in the past 2 seasons is really good. They're heading into a very magical area, which I think will suit the show. So I'm very excited to see what they do with that in Season 4. With Arrow and the Flash, they're basically heading in the same direction they always have. Obviously, Arrow detoured into magical and mysticism stuff for a couple of seasons. Thank God they've grounded the show a bit more. But the show I'm looking forward to the most this season in regards to its direction is Legends. But in regards to the show I like the best, it is Flash just over Arrow. If Arrow is better than Flash this season, which it could very likely be. Am I speaking English? It could likely be better than the Flash, just because the Flash has a potential this season to be similar to Season 3, where they trip over time, travel, and just don't make sense. And the Arrow is going for a pretty straightforward season by the sounds of it, but like in a good sense. But if Arrow's better than Flash this season, then I think Arrow would become my overall favorite show ever in regards to the DC TV stuff, but Flash just pips it at the moment. Next up, we have 2 questions from Bina Schnitzel in a row, and his first one was, will Superman appear in Shazam? I would say yes, in like maybe a post-credit scene if he's not in the main movie. A post-credit scene would be cool, like if it was just, you know, Billy there and Superman appeared or something. I don't know if he'd appear in the main movie though, unless it's like in a TV thing or something. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But his next question was thoughts on the new Venom trailer. We reacted to it on my Twitch stream or my Twitch channel. I don't know how long ago. Whenever it came out first. As soon as it came out, we streamed my reaction on Twitch. The movie looks good. The CGI, however, looks a bit bad. Like, I really did hit it hard when I was on the stream reacting to it. But on like going back and watching, I'm like, it would have been hard to do this. It could look better. Like, let's not beat around the bush. It could look better. I think the budget for this movie, because it is a very low budget for a superhero movie, especially where it's a CGI character, it is a fairly low budget. So maybe that's really affecting the character looking as good as it could be. But yeah, they've still got time. They've still got like, what, 2.5 months, just around 2 months to fix it up. So we could see a change. We have to wait and see, obviously. But without this, if we ignore the CGI, I think the movie looks pretty good. And just, you know, it looks like it's going to be a decent watch. Not amazing, but just a decent movie. Next up is Lara E, who asked, do you think the Flash 100th episode will be too jam-packed? And since it's also the mid-season finale. Great videos. Thank you very much for that, Lara. Yeah, so for those that didn't know, the Flash 100th episode will be episode 8 of this season of The Flash, which will also serve as the mid-season finale. And then the episode 9s for all the shows of Arrow, Supergirl, and Flash will be the crossover episodes with Batwoman in Gotham. So the fact that the 100th episode is also serving as the mid-season finale could sound alarm bells, because like, well, are they going to dedicate it as a 100th episode, or are they going to make it more of a mid-season finale, or are they going to try and split it? Because I think if they try to split it, there could be some issues there. So I think they have to pick and choose. I'd rather, okay, so here's my plan. If I was like the producers or people organizing the show, episode 7, so the episode before the 100th episode, is your real mid-season finale. So Cicada is in that episode, and they do some stuff with him, and then they set up some stuff that we pick up in episode 10 after the crossover episode. And then episode 8, you know, has some story elements from the previous episodes in that season, but for the most part, it's a dedicated 100th episode. It's a different story with returning characters and stuff like that. That's how I would do it. So episode 7 is your real mid-season finale, and then episode 8 is your 100th episode, and episode 9 is the crossover episode. Caleb Rodriguez with a bit of a personal life question. What kind of music do you listen to? I basically listen to just random anything, unless it's like too heavy in regards to either or genre. Like anything too heavy, I'm a bit against. I'm not against, it's just like I won't choose to listen to it. But if you're on my streams on Twitch or even on YouTube, I've sometimes just played music in the background. You know, I basically listen to anything. It's a very mixed bag in regards to my playlist and stuff that I play. So, yeah. Next question comes from Ian. They ask, why wasn't Ralph Dibny in the trailer? Well, he actually was. I'll put it up right here. That's Ralph in the trailer. He's only there quickly, but he's actually in a couple of shots of the trailer. So they just don't focus on him, but he's in the trailer a couple of times. Epic Ninfia comes in. This isn't about DC TV, but why is your channel only DC? Why don't you have a channel for Marvel too? Well, for those that know, like if people were here for a while, I actually used to do Marvel on this channel, but then like DC TV just like took over my life in regards to the channel. And my issue with getting back into Marvel, like this is a quick sort of segue, I think, but my issue with getting back into Marvel is I've wanted to, and I've done some Marvel videos as well. Like obviously I haven't performed well on the channel. That's because I've literally done nothing. So it's basically like running a COD channel, then uploading like FIFA or something. You know, it's a completely different thing. You know, it's still a game, but it's just like got different fans. So with Marvel content, my issue with getting into it is that DC content on YouTube is very legitimate, I'd like to say. Now, this isn't like a DC v Marvel thing. It's just literally based down to the content creators that pick which, you know, content they're going to upload. So with DC, like most of it is legitimate content in regards to the titles aren't overly clickbait. Now, people can go, oh, Pagey, you clickbait all the time. I don't. It's just people misunderstand the title. Sure, there's a bit of like overstretching with some words, but it's not clickbait. Whatever's in the title, 99.9% of the time is in the video. But with Marvel, unfortunately, the whole Marvel thing on YouTube, it's all keywords. If you know what YouTube, if you like understand YouTube a bit, you know what keywords are. Like you basically just, you know, put stuff in the title, like revealed, explained, breakdown. Like people put like 3 or 4 of those in the exact same title. So that's the issue with Marvel content on YouTube. It's literally all clickbait and all over the topness, and just it doesn't look good to be. It brings in views, don't get me wrong, and it's a reason that people might go, why don't you do it? Especially if you do videos on like Loki or Infinity War and stuff like that. It's just that it's just all clickbait. It doesn't make your channel look good, in my opinion at least. That's just my opinion. But if you go through Marvel, like there's some outliers that don't do that, but like the majority, and especially like some of the smaller ones between like 0 to 100K, it's all clickbait, which is very annoying to see, and it just makes you not really want to get into it. But that's one of the main reasons I don't do Marvel. Secondly, obviously, I'm more of a DC fan, but I still like Marvel as well, and still have some knowledge on it that I could share, but obviously I just don't at the moment. Crystal comes up next with this question: if you could be any of the characters / superheroes of the Arrowverse, who would it be? I think I've said, in regards to being a singular character, it would be Mick Rory from Legends, because all he does is eat and drink and sleep, and that's the life for me. In regards to superheroes, I just want to fly. Flying just seems like it'd be really, really cool to me. So I'd say flying. So any superhero that could fly. So Superman or Supergirl, if you want to say Supergirl. And yeah, any other character that can just fly without needing something. So like not Green Lantern where he needs a ring or something. Just so you can go, oh, I can fly, and you just start flying. And not Hulk or the Hawkman where wings have to come out. I just want to be able to just go as myself and fly. That's what I would want to do. Yeah. The next question comes from Tony Smizer, and they ask, Pagey, who is the Flash? And Tony, we are the Flash. How have you not realized this yet, Tony? We are the Flash. God. Disappointing, Tony. Second last question comes from Nathan. They ask, do you watch any of the Netflix live-action Marvel shows? If so, which one is your favorite? Yes, I watch them all. Obviously, some of them are a bit disappointing. Apparently they've lowered the budget of them recently, so they're not as good, or they can't do as much. I think Daredevil is still like the epitome, or like the best of them. Daredevil season 1. I like Daredevil season 2 as well, even though some people didn't like it as much. Thought it was really good with Punisher and stuff like that as well. And I really like Jessica Jones as well. It's very different. So I'm a big fan of Jessica Jones as well. But all of them are good. Even Iron Fist I still enjoyed, even though it wasn't as good as some of the other ones. But yeah, I enjoy all of them. But Daredevil is definitely my favorite. And the last question comes from Schmidt Gaming, and they ask, when you started, did you feel you were going to get big on YouTube? The thing with me on YouTube, I felt this was like an appropriate question to do last because it just hit 200K. When I started YouTube, when I started YouTube, sorry, I wasn't expecting to get big, but it took me like, I hit 1,000 subs fairly quickly because I did an Avengers Age of Ultron Easter eggs video, which got a lot of views, so I got 1,000 subs pretty quickly. But it took me like another 8 months or something to get to like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. It was just really when I hit 3,000 subscribers that I exploded. Like Flash Season 2, the back half, I went from like 3,000 to 30,000 in like, I'm not even joking, like 3 weeks or something. It was ridiculous. I grew incredibly fast. So when you start YouTube, you shouldn't be expecting to beat it. Don't set like, oh, I need to be at 1,000 subscribers in a month. Don't set your goals just like that. Go with the flow until you build your audience, and then you can start setting goals after that if you want. Because I think that one of the biggest issues is that people open the YouTube channel, upload the first video, and go, okay, this video is going to get 1,000 views. I'm going to be on 50 subscribers by the end of the day, and then they don't hit that and they get disappointed and they want to quit. Don't do that. Just go with the flow for however long it might be, and then when you build your audience, that's when you can start setting goals, and just be consistent with your uploads. Don't upload once every week, or don't upload every day for a week and then don't upload for 2 weeks. You know, upload every 3 days or something. If you or set yourself a schedule as to when you want to upload, and you'll find YouTube much easier to handle. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If I didn't answer your question, I'm sorry about that. But as I said, leave any questions you have that weren't asked or answered in this video in the comments, and I'll try and do another video next week. Obviously, if you enjoyed the video, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show your support, especially seeing that we just hit 200K. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.